Hi. My kitty's here trying to make me happy. You see that? By the way, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I have figured out the incompetence crisis of America. And Pookie, Princess Pookie, the puny panther, is here to help me go through the entire little impromptu lecture. See, and I have one person to thank. It is my bitch math teacher. That's right. You know who you are. 13 years ago, you were the biggest bitch I knew, and you hated my guts. Okay? You hated me, and you literally made fun of me behind my back and to my face. You literally tried to make sure that you could engineer any type of way to make my life a living hell. But you were right about this set of things. This is where the root cause analysis has actually reached its conclusion, is with you. You said the following terms, is that I think it's really just one thing, is that there's an entire generation where we're being spoon-fed everything, and that we're clapping for crap, and that you just stumble through everything, and life doesn't work like through guess and check or something like that. The strategy that everyone loved in high school. You better believe that everybody and their mother wanted to use guess and check. But here's the thing. Those were the three things that architected this literal wide-awake nightmare of incompetence crisis that we are now in today. And that sentence didn't make any sense. I don't care. Well, actually, I should. That's kind of the point of this video. I should care about things. So we have literally architected a society in which we don't have to try. We don't have to try. We can just show up and expect a paycheck or something like that, like we're a salaryman. And that's just how we're treating like normal essential worker jobs. We're like, oh, hey, you're a warm body. Can you show up and accept this paycheck and literally sit here and do nothing? And there's people who are also shitty enough to game the system and say, you know what, all I have to do is show up and say, well, I have a disability of, not really giving a shit. I'm depressed, you see. And they actively act like pieces of garbage, and they manage to get away with it. And they continue to get away with it. It pisses me off, and it should piss you off too. Now, my bitch math teacher was right about all of those things, and she saw that all throughout my entire grade. And she bullied the fuck out of people. And you know what? Let's quote Jordan Peterson on this one. We'll give the devil their due today, because she was right the whole entire time. She was just right. Just completely correct. It's not even like, oh, it is a little correct here and there. No, she was just right. Is that we clapped for crap far too much, and we did not challenge anybody. And we just sort of said, well, we threw up our arms and said, you tried. You know, there's like entire songs that literally celebrate this level of incompetence. Like, oh, I'm 2 days into college and I'm 3 classes behind. And I'm like, then get the fuck out of college and pack my groceries, because you don't care. You don't care, and you don't want to be in college. But yet here you are. You're sucking up money, resources, and people's time. Okay? You're killing, literally, you will literally get people killed. This is the shit that actually caused the Maui fire. Is that there was just stupid asshole who didn't care, and next thing you know, they're like, oh, I sounded off the wrong horn. I'm so sorry. Giggles. And, you want to know what would happen if anything like that happened in my state? they would be fired. Look, there was a huge entire thing with the big dig, and there was a fall guy. Yeah, they were paid to do that. They had to be paid to fail so spectacularly, apparently. But all the rest of the times where people were, like, not giving a shit, like in my state, I mean, Big Dig is the exception, like I mentioned. Want to know what happens? They're fired. No pension, no pay, no nothing, no benefits, not even a simple goodbye. They just get their ass beaten out of the door. That's what happens. All right? They get terminated without any fucking warning. That's what happens to those people, okay? They're gone. Yet we reward this everywhere else. It's that bad, apparently. Okay? It really is that bad. Somehow. We're supposed to just be like, oh, how did this happen? No, we architected this. We created a system where you don't have to care. You just have to be a warm body. There are some cases where you don't even have to show up. There's school systems in California. They're like, hey, you know what? Don't worry if you didn't do your homework yesterday. You can just hand it in later, kiddo. Want to know what happened when I was growing up? You didn't do your homework. You failed. You got a 0. You didn't show up for the exam day. You got a 0. That's what happened to me in college, and yet now we're just mollycoddling everybody. They're like, oh, well, the person isn't the problem. There's this the problem. No, I'm sorry. There's a time and a place where it's perfectly okay to say, yes, this person's gonna be a problem. Because they don't give a fuck and they don't care about what happens around them. And because of that, they will make sure to make everyone else's life a living fucking hell. Because of that. My math teacher nailed it right on the head. I have flashbacks now of this, where there was this kid that just was so lazy, he wouldn't get up to just turn in a paper. He was that fucking fat and lazy that he wouldn't care. It literally took like the second laziest person to just get up because they were just tired of waiting. It speaks volumes, okay? It's this simple. And now with AI, it's going to get worse. Because these actual idiots will say, well, AI is a magic button that will make my problems go away. I could just say, hey, AI, wipe my ass. And they'll be like, I'm sorry, I don't know how to do that. They're like, well, you will in 15 years, so I'm just going to sit here and wait with a dirty ass. Until you finally serve me, because I don't have to do anything. I exist, you see. Existing doesn't do that. That's not how life works. All right? That's all I'm going to say. All right? About that. Like, at least about that. Because AI is a tool. People are like, oh yeah, well, AI is gonna, like, there's the people who freak out and are like, oh, the AI is like the mark of the beast. It's gonna fucking kill you and rip out your heart and make you replace your soul. Then there's the people who are just really this stupid and say, you know what? AI is gonna be so good that I don't have to do a thing. I could just exist. And I will live on universal basic income, and the AI will do everything, and life will be but a dream. There's the opposite end of the spectrum of stupid. And more of society has leaned towards that direction. They're not like the Alex Joneses who are like, AI is going to kill you. It's going to rip off your balls, replace them with hoses, and all this other heinous stuff. Like, people don't get it. Like, And now with AI, it will, because of that, people are going to be like, the AI will wipe my ass for me. The AI will take care of my bills for me. The AI will feed my cat. The AI will somehow magically get me a college degree that I totally don't deserve. The AI will type up my papers for me. The AI will plagiarize for me. And I will succeed. No, there's going to be billions of people on that end of the spectrum, and they're going to think that's permissible, and we're going to allow it because we really are that fucking stupid. And we deserve it. We deserve this. The incompetence, I fixed it, is just that you don't clap for crap by, oh no, you woke up this morning? That's okay, Jimmy. You can just wake up tomorrow. God and I love you. Oh, that offends you? Well, don't worry. That whole God thing? Yeah, whatever. Allah? What do you want? Oh, you want me to address you as king? Okay. And we don't have, they can literally just walk in and just show up. They're like, I'm the king. I am the king. You serve me. Fast food employee. And because I showed up and I'm an idiot and I don't know how to do anything and I'm paying you money, that means I can call all the shots. The money that I didn't earn, most likely, that came from the bank of mom and dad. I can fail all my college degree courses and still get the degree anyway. We, as a society, architected that. I can't emphasize that enough. We have created a society in which we can just do this. I know this is not news. That's the worst part, because this was said 11 or 13 years ago to me. Maybe even more than that, maybe 15. But this math teacher was a bitch. But you know what? She was right to be a bitch. Because the rest of my generation of classmates that just did not give a flying fuck. They're just like, you know what? I can just show up. They have to pass me. And she was just like, oh no, that's not true. I knew that wasn't true. I knew I had to get my degree, but she still hated my fucking guts because of my entire group, my entire generation of kids. She's just like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going to make your life a living fucking hell. And you're going to deserve it. And now her efforts are in vain. But you know what? She's probably on Reddit right now, bragging about how she divorced her husband because, I guess she's right about the fact that men are useless fucksticks with money, and divorced his ass and probably found someone else far richer. She's probably not even working at the school anymore, and she's just living the life. and she's now doing the same thing, probably at a different school, probably teaching a private school, being like, you know what, you all need to grow up. Fuck you. Do this math problem. Because you're a fucking idiot. And you need to learn that I have to teach you. And if I have to suffer your retarded, competent ass, then you know what? You should suffer more. And I'm going to make you suffer. Because you know what? AI isn't going to be around for every single thing that you do. Sometimes you have to actually think. You have to actually put in effort. You have to actually wipe your ass. And when you go to the bathroom, there's not going to be a thing that just sort of cleans your dick for you or douches your cooch or whatever the fuck you call your private parts. Sometimes there's going to be jerks in the world like me. And I'm going to make your life a living hell, and there's nothing you can do about it other than maybe think just a little harder. And not just say, I'm entitled to this. Or try to do some other mental gymnastics to find a way to hack into the system. Sometimes you just have to fucking do it. Sometimes you just have to actually do the thing that you're told to do. Sometimes people don't put up with your bullshit. And those people tend to be jerks and bitches. That's just how it works. They're not going to all be the teachers that just say, yeah, you know what? It's okay, Timmy. It's okay, Johnny. It's okay, Petey. It's okay, Katie. Jenny. You know what? You're all little angels. You're all stars. You're all special. You know, you're all great. That's why I'm just gonna cancel my class and let you go have an extended recess so that you can have a mental health day. Because you know what? Everyone needs a break, right? From the action. Want to know what other places are like, though? They have a regimented schedule. They don't just clap for crap. They make you actually do it. They make you actually try. They actually have you go through more than just the motions. They have you actually think about what you're doing. There is a purpose to the exercise that you're doing. And you know what? They sometimes even have places where there are places in the world that you go to school during the summer and it's normal. It's normal to go to school in the summer in certain places. There are places that, you have a pre and after school program that actually teaches you things and isn't just sort of like, oh yeah, you could throw the pigskin like the best of them. You can be a defensive lineman and, just play grab ass. They don't reward football and sports scholarships in some other places. There are some places that do, and God bless them. But you know what? Here, it's more so. Here in high school, we just sort of say, you know what? You sign yourself up for some brain damage. Yeah, you know what? Maybe you can get a football scholarship even though you barely know basic math. You coasted through your math programs. You beat up a few nerds to do your papers for you, and God forbid, maybe you used an AI. But you know what? You can sure throw a ball. You can kick the ball. You can hit the ball. That's a skill. Here, have thousands of dollars to go to Yale on a sports scholarship. Because that's what we are. Or, on the opposite end, they're like, oh, well, you're a special little snowflake in your own little degree. You identify as a non-binary whatever, like Pyrofox that has like 5 genders all at once somehow, depending upon the day. Well, you know what? Have a scholarship to Yale because you're fucking special. Sometimes places don't work like that. Lots of places don't work like that, but we encourage this stupid behavior. We encourage stupidity of all stripes. It doesn't have a political leaning. We just encourage stupid. We encourage it. We also don't encourage you to try. We don't, somehow this channel kicked off. I didn't even have to fucking think twice. I just posted the fucking videos of my cat. Have some subscribers. There was a guy that was super butthurt about it, and he was doing CSGO videos. Wow. He certainly got rewarded too, didn't he? We literally reward people for not putting in effort. Literally just show up. That's all I got. I'm part of the problem because of that on YouTube, at least. I don't give a shit about YouTube. I just post here for fun. But imagine the people that actually tried. I'm remembering this kid that was really mad about the fact that I let my cat outside. They're like, "Oh, watch out. This guy's coming." And I'm like, "Yeah, you know what? I don't know what to tell you. Our society rewards clapping for crap. The way we solve it is that we stop that, but we're not gonna do that. It makes too much money to clap for crap. It's too much of an industry in itself. There's a fuck-up industry. Okay? There's a fuck-up industry. This is something that I got to learn about the hard way. Like, you could do everything completely right. The person who screws up endlessly and doesn't give a shit gets either paid the same or more. There are family members that I have that have fucked up so many times. They have literally gotten away with everything. People I know personally who also do the same thing. They're career failures. Like, I was just like, how the fuck did you manage to screw up so many goddamn times and win? Like, apparently there's a whole book by the Dilbert guy that did this. He's just like, oh yeah, this is how you can fuck up and still win big. Well, I'm the world's biggest screw up I know. All right? There was a time I fucked up so bad that I not only lost a place to live, I lost all my friends, and I was losing my mind, my sanity. I lost so much. I was lucky to just have a car to get in and out of a city at that point. I was just lucky to have that and a roof over my head 50 miles away. All because I fucked up once. I lost everything, seemingly. But I didn't give up. I still tried really fucking hard now, didn't I? I didn't get a golden parachute like these people did. They're like, oh, you fucked up and you got high at work and you managed to end people's lives. Have some money. Like, I was just like, how the hell do you manage to screw up so many times that it's actually financially and more of a, like, I guess, like, it's much more of a safer bet and a better preventative measure than just give these people money and do nothing. How the fuck do you screw up that many times? That's the fuck up industry. And we're creating an entire society of losers that do this. Well, you got high on fentanyl and you decide to run in and out of a fucking convenience store with your pants down. There's nothing we can do about that. And they wonder why, like, oh, what's this? Why is everyone trying to leave the city? I mean, I guess we have an entire homelessness problem. We just dish out unemployment and people do nothing. Oh, these people are making more than they ever did on unemployment than if they actually get a job. Well, I wonder why they're just not doing anything with their lives. I wonder why they're such stupid people. I wonder why they just don't want to get a job. It's like they're too good for work. I mean, we invested so much money into these people to get unemployment benefits, collect Social Security, whatever you have. Yes, these people are real. That's something that, a lot of people have learned the hard way. What I got to learn the hard way is that, there's a fuck-up industry. There's people who will reward other people for being a screw-up because it's just better that way. There's such a gigantic mess and a liability to society that you're better off just paying them and telling them to fuck off until the next day. There's people who will fail spectacularly in their college programs over and over and over again. They'll still get their degree. Somehow. Because maybe the university just takes pity on them. They're like, we made our fucking money. And then they get their student loans fucking canceled. What about me? Where's my fucking money? Cancel my student loans. Give me a fucking tax refund of my lifetime. Where's my money? Oh yeah, I paid it all off. That means I get nothing. Because I actually, like, my mistake is I actually tried. No, that's not accurate. My mistake was I actually succeeded. I made the mistake of being successful. How do we as a society do that? Where being successful is the wrong idea. We encourage bad decision making. We encourage bad habits. We encourage bad everything. America architected this. Our government, the merger of the corporation and state are real clear on this one. They're like, hey, you know what? All we have to do, is reward people for being dog shit at everything and not trying. And because that's just going to make us more money in the end. That's going to make society better, actually. We're going to finally get a utopia where we have AI that wipes your ass, wipes the smegma off your dick. Just, that's how it should be, right? We'll print the money, you enable these people to do stupid shit, and we'll make that merger a corporation and say that's where we're going to be really fascist about this because it's going to work. It just works. And they're right. They're right. And other nations are kicking our asses in education, healthcare even, economics, fucking everything else, really. That's what it is. That's why we're incompetent. We encourage it. We enable it. It's our system. Our system is incompetence. It's true. Like, our entire system, like, the fact that I have experienced incompetence with a crypto platform, where my fucking money is, and I'm not going to see until July. I've been only waiting, 2 years for this now? And we're just going to be like, and everyone is literally clapping for crap. They're like, good job, Gemini. You sure showed them with your extensive lawsuits, and you didn't pay us back, but you sure got the people who were responsible. I'm like, no, they could have paid you back. They just chose not to. They chose to shift the blame somewhere else and then make you hold the bag, in theory. Look what's happening to Bitcoin now. You could have cashed out and at 70 grand or so. But because Gemini and Genesis were having their little internet sissy fight and the Barry Silbert, they had to go to court, and the New York Attorney General literally slapped all three of them. And Gemini's is like, oh, look, see? We were right the whole time to do this. And they do all the PR magic in the world. Everyone's doing all the PR magic in the world that they can fucking muster to say, you know what? Thank you so much for being so patient with us. We're really sorry. No. You could have paid so many people back. You could have taken out a loan for your freaking lawyers, I bet. But no. And, I almost had an insurance claim just not go through because there was someone on the phone that just didn't give a shit. They were like, hey, you know what? Fuck you. They didn't do their due diligence on anything. They were like, actually, your policy is canceled, sir. I nearly shat my fucking pants because I called some other agency to be like, yo, what's going on? And they're like, yeah, that's weird. And even the insurance company had someone else call me back, and they're like, yeah, that person's a retard. That person should not have said that. They should have known better, but they didn't care, did they? They didn't give a flying fuck about you. And they were just looking to collect a paycheck today. Gemini and Genesis just had a amazing little internet sissy fight. They had a bunch of lawyers, and those people are making a ton of money because they're benefiting from actual incompetence and lack of due diligence of fucking everything. Gemini is still making money on their platform, even though they can't generate a basic bitch gain loss statement that I could have made myself with Microsoft Excel, no less. These are real people. And it wouldn't have been hard. Meanwhile, Fidelity ran laps around them. And they do it for free. They were that good. But Gemini and Genesis, they made me wait. And now I'm late on my tax returns. I had to file an extension. And ask my accountant to do that for me. I'm the one who fronted that fucking bill. Because of one set of incompetent hacks that do not deserve my fucking money. I was stupid enough to trust them. That's right. Guilty as charged. I'm an idiot. I mean, I am a YouTuber, I guess, after all. That's just a given. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm stupid, okay? But that's where I was really stupid. I trusted these idiots with my money. Good thing it wasn't a ton. But wow. Same with this insurance company. I was just like, these people, there was the other person that didn't care at all. They were the first to call out, and they were like, I was just like, yeah, something's a little weird here. I paid my insurance to you guys, by the way. And it took like 2 people to like fucking go full attack dog and be like, okay, actually it took like a 1 and 2 man attack dog team to just be like, this ain't right, and fix it. But at least they made good on their end with someone that actually gave a fuck. Yeah, that's it. You just show up, you give a fuck, and you actually care about what you do, and you start thinking. That's how you would have solved this incompetence crisis, but we don't do that because we encourage people to be stupid. The government and corporations want you to be stupid because it makes them money. And you get paid in the process too. You think you're in on it. And boy, does it look like it sometimes. Oh no, you're not in on it. You're just a very, very literal, useful idiot who is, it's just easier to pay you for being stupid, ignorant, and lazy. Like all 3 of those things. They just pay you to do that. And you're useful enough. You can contribute to the overdosing crisis. You can contribute to the homelessness problem all you want. You can gamble away your fucking life savings. You can start doing whatever you want. You can blimp up and eat fucking Costco sizes of fried chicken if you want to every single day of your life. You'll get to be told that, oh no, you're a big, beautiful princess and everyone owes you everything. You don't owe anybody anything. And we just encourage it. And you know what? They're starting to be more correct by the day, because it all started with clapping for crap and just saying, you know what? And don't hurt their feelings or anything. No. This is a culture we have bred. There was something bothering me up there. That was actually a shadow, but you got my point, right? There's so many things bothering me. And this is what makes me angry. I get angry, and this is what happens to me, and then I start to notice little things. It was just dust on my camera, and now I look insane. But anyway, I solved the problem, or at least I figured out what the problem is. I can't solve it. My math teacher was entirely right, and she fought the good fight, and she lost. Peace out.